Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. Farmers give 24 hours deadline to government to remove helipad from the fields. The enraged farmers of Bodge Shetkari Sangatna have threatened to take appropriate action if the helipad, which is not even used for the Prime Minister, is not removed. The helipad was laid without taking NOCs from farmers and constructed within 48 hours. Subsequently, farmers had protested, saying that hoardings on their property, cement poles, nets and even coconut trees were destroyed while constructing the helipad for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit.
A helipad was built in the fields in front of Bodgeshwar temple without consulting the farmers or taking NOC from them. Not only that, but the hoardings in the fields, the coconut trees, fences and poles were demolished. Now the farmers have put the government on notice to remove the helipad within 24 hours or face consequences.
अख्ख्या गोयचे शेतकारांक हांव उलो करून हे करता ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ आमचे बोडगेश्वर शेतकरी संघ. आमच्या फाटल्यान बोडगेश्वर सदचोच आसा आनी बोडगेश्वराचेर म्हापशेकारांचो संपूर्ण विश्वास आसा. एक भारतीय जनता पार्टीन व्हडली चूक केली. आमकां मोदी प्रायम मिनिस्टर मोदी हो आमकां बोडगेश्वरा पेक्षा व्हडलो दिसना आनी दिसचोय ना. कित्याक लागून हे हेलिपॅड बांदता आसतना शेतकारांक खंयच्याच कॉन्फिडन्सान घेवंक ना. जी शेतकारीण जी आसा आमची हांगा तिजी नर्सरी आसा. एक्चुअली सरकारान तिचे घरा वचोन एक तिजी सादी NOC घेवंक जाय आसली. तिजी NOC घेवंक ना. आयज पासून तिका तेंच्यांनी आयज एजिटेट केलेले आहा आनी कांयच करूंक ना. एक भारतीय जनता पार्टीच्या सरकाराक हेलिपॅड बांदपाचें जर आसलें हांगा आनी हेलिपॅड बांदल्या उपरांत ते कित्याक लागून यूज करूंक ना हे तेंच्यांनी समस्त गोंयकारांक सांगूंक जाय. जर आमचो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदीजी हांगासून रस्त्यासून येवपाचो जर आसलो तरी तेंच्यांनी एकदां कळोवपाक जाय आसलें. आनी आतां हेलिपॅड बांदून कोणाक फायदो जालो? आमकां कोणाकूच गोंयकारांक फायदो ना. हो हेतूनसून शेतकाराचें जें नुकसान जाल्लेलें आसा खरोखरच इतलें नुकसान जालें. भारतीय जनता पार्टीच्या सरकारान मोपा एअरपोर्ट जो बांदलेलो आहा शेतकाराच्या पोटाचे पांय धरून बांदलेलो आसा. ते शेतकारांक भरपूर नुकसान केलेलें आहा. आतां तेंचें लक्ष नॉर्थ गोवान म्हापसा शहराचेर येयलेलें आसा.
रिसंटली तुमी हांगा पयलां आसतलें की म्हापशान एक हेलिपॅड 2 दिसां भितर रेडी जाल्लो. तसोच ह्या म्हाज्या शेताच्या हितून म्हाजो बोर्ड आसलो एक एडवर्टायजिंगाचो. कशें आसा आमी तेजेर पोट भरता कळ्ळें आनी एक जर इंटिमेशन दिल्लें की बाबा हो बोर्ड तुमी काडून घेयात बिकॉज फॉर द सेक्युरिटी रिजन. सो वी डीन हॅड एनी प्रॉब्लम. आमी तो बिंदास 2 वरां भितर कट करून आमी तो काडटलो आसले आनी मागीर परत रिइन्स्टॉल करतले आसले. भितर जे लॉस जे आसतले आसले ते एक अरावंड 30-40 हजारा पर्यंत आसूं शकता आसले. बट आयज जेन्ना ते बोर्ड जो टोटल येवन जशी JCB येवन ते टोटल डिमॉलिश केला. तुमी फाटल्यान पळोवंक शकता फूल कचरो 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 करून उडयल्लो आसा. तेजो म्हाका रुपयाचो सुद्दां फायदो ना बिकॉज तो फाल्यां भंगाराक सुद्दां दितलो जाल्यार तेजे 5,000 सुद्दां भंगार दिवचो ना. टोटल जो होर्डिंगाचो लॉस आसा तो 3.5-4 लाख पर्यंत आसा. आयज तो म्हाजो लॉस कोण दितलो?
Digambar Kamath said that Congress would discuss government formation within 5 minutes of declaration of results. Asked if he is in the running for the post of Chief Minister, Kamath said one should ask God. Girish Chodunkar alleged that government servants were being pressurized to mark the ballot in the presence of BJP MLAs and ministers.
तुम्ही कॉन्फिडंट आसा न्हू गव्हर्नमेंट करपाक तुम्ही कॉन्फिडंट आसा जाल्यार तुमचो CM कॅन्डिडेट डिसायड जाला काय गेले भशेन जातले हे फावटी?
ताणें सांगला मरे 5 मिनटां भितर सगळ्यांनी सांगला इलेक्शन डिक्लेअर कॅन्डिडेट्स म्हणजे हे जालें रिजल्ट्स डिक्लेअर जाले 5 मिनटां भितर पार्टी विल डिस्कस ना.
पूण गेले भशेन जावपा ना म्हणून तुम्ही लोकांक कशें हे सांगूंक शकता?
नंबर अमान पब्लीक एश्युरन्स
तुमचे नाव आसा तितून?
देवा विचार
सर आणि फक्त तुम्ही ओके थँक्यू जस्ट टू गिव द पीपल नो टुडे आल्सो यू हैव डिस्कस्ड दैट नोबडी विल रन. There are no question. They're all together. That is always all are together.
Nobody will dare to go against the wishes of the people. We have already seen those who have gazetted. What is their position today? Go and see this 10 different defectors.
गोयच्या प्रजेचो पल्स पळयलो जाल्यार एक फीडबॅक मेळटालो की गोयच्या प्रजेन एक मनातल्या मनात ठाम निर्धार घेतला की ह्या राज्यांत परत BJPचे सरकार खंयच्याय परिस्थितीत येवपाक जायना. आनी आज जेन्ना वोटिंग कंप्लीट जाता तेन्ना आमकां जो फीडबॅक मेळटा आनी तातूंत प्रत्यय येता ते पळयलें जाल्यार अशें दिसता की गोंयकारांनी आपल्या प्रजेचो म्हणजे प्रजेचो आवाज आयकुपी सरकार परत सत्तेर हाडपाचें ठरयलां. जे कोण पळय सांगतात 22 मे 22 म्हणून दे स्मेल ऑफ एरोगन्स. तांचे तकलेक पावर मारिल्ली आसा. तांकां तांचे पांय जमनी वयल्यान वयर गेल्या. ते पांय आनी ते तांचे एरोगन्स हे 10 तारखेक जेन्ना रिजल्ट डिक्लेअर जातले तेन्ना खाड पडटले सकल. पांय परते जमनीचेर येतले आनी एरोगन्सय कमी जातले. तेन्ना मागीर तुमकां हांव सांगता कितें सांगपाचें. थँक्यू. देव बरें.
आउटगोईंग सरकार, त्या आउटगोईंग सरकाराचे खुबशे मंत्री आणि आमदार सरकारी ऑफिसरांचेर प्रेशर हाडटात, दबाव हाडटात आणि ते बॅलट पेपर आपल्या फुड्या मागोवन घेवन आपले पेनान टीक करपाक तेजे तो विश्वास सुद्धा त्यांचे पेनान. म्हणजे आमचे डेमोक्रेसीक आणि इलेक्शनाक एक फ्री अँड फेअरनेस असपाक जाय. सो हांव गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफिसर्स आणि जे इलेक्शन ड्युटीक काम केले जांकां बॅलट वोटिंग आसा त्या सगळ्यां कडेन मागणी करता की तुम्ही ह्या सरकाराच्या जो आउटगोईंग सरकार आसा आणि जो सरकार परत अस्तित्वात येवपाना ह्या मंत्र्यांच्या आणि आमदारांच्या आणि ह्या त्यांच्या लिडरांच्या प्रेशराच्या अंडर न येता आपल्या मनाक आसा त्या मनाप्रमाणे त्यांनी वोटिंग करचे.
And I'm very confident that the people of Goa will give Congress and Goa Forward, the alliance, an opportunity to serve for the next 5 years.
On polling day, Herald lensman Sagun Gowde clicked a priceless picture of an elderly woman being carried to the polling booth by a young woman. We showed this picture to citizens to see their reactions. While some praised the gesture of the young woman as one of kindness and showing that every vote matters, others were more pragmatic and said that a wheelchair could have been arranged. Yet another citizen said they could have saved the woman the trouble to come to the polling booth by registering her for absentee voting, where she could have voted from home.
I think it is really very encouraging to see someone providing help to the senior citizen voter. It really brings out the civic sense of the voter, knowing that his or her vote is very important and makes a difference.
I think that picture is a rare click, and I like how the young woman has got the spirit to take the older person to get her vote, because every vote counts, and I think it's mandatory that every young person helps out the older person to give a vote.
This photo shows that the assembly election is so important that it can change the future generation, the future aspects of politician towards Goa.
So I appreciate the initiative taken by the woman to carry the lady, but I feel they should have arranged for some wheelchairs so that such situations don't pop up and there is no trouble for anyone.
Men should have taken the initiative of carrying the lady, or else they should have at least provided a wheelchair for all the senior citizens.
Well, the government has made an excellent provision whereby senior citizens above 80 or something like that have need not go all the way to cast their votes at the polling stations. The ballot paper will be brought to their house and they will do the necessary at their own place. So I can't see why this old lady had to be taken all the way there. Maybe the BLO of that particular place was not did not identify that lady and make the necessary provisions.
The first thing I noticed is a problem. Why is the lady being carried up to the voting booth like that? Why is there no wheelchair? There should have been a wheelchair. Is there a shortage of wheelchairs? I don't know. This thing should have been avoided. And secondly, if you look at the other side of the image, I see love and kindness from the lady carrying her up.
आयचे हे कोविड परिस्थितीत लोक आधार दिवंकूय बेता आणि आधार घेवंकूय बेता, पूण हे वस्तोरेन व्हीलचेअराची सुविधा नासून पासून फाटी फुडें पडे नासतना ते जाणटे वस्तोरेक आपला आधार दिवंक ती फुडें सरली.
They should have provided a wheelchair for this old lady.
With the merger of the UGP into the Congress and victory of the Congress in successive elections, both the UGP and MGP withered away. The emergence of the UGDP to revive the fight for local causes also did not help much, since it became a platform for candidates to park during elections and then leave as and when they wanted. The party needed winnable candidates and fell into the same trap as the Congress.
That over the years, why do we have a situation where neither the MGP nor the UGP, and which were actually real poor local parties, why did we allow these parties to wither away? In the sense that, if you have these new parties claiming to be Goenka Pond parties, but the space for the real Goenka Pond parties were always there at that point in time. So what led to the complete erosion of parties that should have actually been the real Goan parties?
So what happened was, the original party was not UGP and MGP.
Yes.
And they were winning elections till 77.
Yes.
And the MGP and UGP as opposition. Now in 77, the UGP split. One group led by Dr. Wilfred and Babu Naik merged with the Congress, Congress Youth. And the other group merged with the Janata Party, led by Dr. Jacksikwe. So when the 77 elections came, the Janata Party got 3 seats, and the Congress for the first time got 10 seats in Goa. So once this merger took place, the UGP entire ideology, entire core, that's went into the Congress, and that part, those people started considering themselves as congressmen. So UGDP was formed in 92, 91, 92, essentially because even though the UGP had merged with the Congress over 10 years, we were not seeing much benefit our side.
Right.
So there was a sort of attempt to revive the old style.
Right.
And therefore UGDP came.
No, but also it is also sad. It's a slight diversion, but I'll take that liberty now. Can't lose the opportunity to ask you this thing. See, UGDP also, unfortunately, pardon the reference, became like a railway platform. Yes. Anybody who wanted to contest, you had the Mickeys and Churchills used to come, land on the railway platform, spend their time there, and then take the next train and go away.
Yeah.
Why was the UGDP reduced to this?
No. See what happened. UGDP in 1994. Around that time, then Churchill said, a political party needs a powerful leader, and it needs finance. And the UGDP, the leader then was Churchill. He even defeated Edward Falero and was elected to the Lok Sabha. So Churchill was one leader who emerged as all Goa leader. He got votes in which Jacksikera could never even march in Ponda and all for Lok Sabha. He got huge vote. He emerged as a powerful leader and could have merged into a big all Goa leader. But unfortunately, Churchill's politics is of now. He wants everything now. He is not willing to work for a long term.
No gestation period.
Yes. So within 2-3 years he merged with the Congress. And once Churchill had gone, the UGDP what was left was only a rump, in the sense that still I was there. I do not have mass base. I don't have the finances or the capacity to go and mobilize people. I can go on a platform and speak. I can address audience here.
Right.
So once you don't have a mass leader, the party began to lose it. Then to survive, you have to do what the Congress does. Pick up winnable candidates. And when you pick up winnable candidates, they start moving here and there.
The party becomes completely irrelevant. They have won not because of the platform.
Correct.
They have won because of themselves.
Correct. But that's happening with all parties.
Correct.
There are nearly 25 days left for the Goa Assembly election results are declared. Several candidates have planned to take a holiday while some are at home and working. Today, Team Herald spoke to some candidates over what they will do until the results. Listen into what they have to say.
During this period, I will continue keeping in touch with my people. It's not about voting. It's not about this. No, I fell in love with my constituency. It was on February 14. It was supposed to be a Valentine's Day, but however, I fell in love with my constituency and I will continue serving my people. It's not about only the elections. आज आमचे जाला तिथे सिलिंग ऑफ द मशीन्स आमचे रूम तेणी क्लोज केल्लो आसा सील केल्ले आसा सो आमचे सगळे कॅन्डिडेट्स आसले सांत आंद्रेचे आमचे सगळे कॅन्डिडेट्साचे इलेक्शन एजंट्सूय आसले सो आमी सगळे बाराबरून आमी पयलां ते कशें सील केल्ले आहा ऑल द एविडन्सीस एंड एवरीथींग ऑल द फोटोग्राफ्स सगळे आसा आमचे कडेन सो हे एक मशीन सील जाल्ले आसा मागीर आमचे स्क्रुटिनीय जाल्ले आसा सो आजून पासून आमकां कांय अशें मिसप्लेस ओवर सकल काय आमकां दिसून येवंक ना बट एवरीथींग इज गॉन पीसफुली
आज हांगासर स्क्रुटिनी जावपाची आसली आनी ती बरे भशेन पार जाल्ली आसा
ओके आनी कितें मिशिन्स बी सील करपाक
हय मिशिन्स सगळे सील केल्ले आसा वोटींग मशीन्स जे जाल्ले पळय वोटींग जाल्ले ते सगळे सील केल्ले आसा आनी तेजी सगळी स्क्रुटिनी जावन आतां ऑलरेडी हें केल्लें आसा, पॅक केल्लें आसा. लोकांन जसो आमकां प्रतिसाद दिल्लो आसा तशी लोकांची कामां करपाची आनी ह्यान फुडें आतां एसेंब्लीन पावली हें जाली जाल्यार इलेक्ट जाली जाल्यार एसेंब्लीनसून तेंचो आवाज लोकांक जे एसेंब्लीन काडून तेंची कामां करून घेवपाची आसा.
Totally believe in the system. We are totally satisfied with the system. It has been a very transparent system.
आम्ही भरपूर पॉझिटिव्ह आसा. एक क्लियर आसा की सांगेच्या मतदार जे आसा म्हाका पूर्ण विश्वास आसा की जे मतदार आमच्या बरोबर आसात काँग्रेस आनी तशेंच म्हजे पयलींचे कार्यकर्ते संघटन जावन काम केल्ले कडेन आसा आनी तातूंतल्यान एक फावटी परत 25 वर्सां नंतर काँग्रेस पक्षाचो उमेदवार सांगेच्यान जिखून येतले मातय दुबाव ना.
काम ना तुमकां कितें तुमी काम
ना 10 तारीख म्हळ्यार आतां फक्त वेटींग करपाचें जे आसा आमची मतपेटी ओपन जातली ते दिसा कळटलें की आमी खंय स्टँड आउट आसात आनी नक्कीच आमी पयल्या नंबराचेर आसतले.
पूण कितें तुमचे कामाचें कितें लोकांच्या मदें आसतलें तुमी आतां
तो विशय आज कामाचे विशय आमचे डेव्हलपमेंट विशय म्हणा किंवा बाकीचे लोकांक जे पद्दतीन आमी गेल्ले 5 वर्सां जो ट्रिटमेंट दिल्ले कडेन आसा किंवा ओवरऑल जो आमी सांगी सांबाळपाचो जो प्रयत्न केल्ले कडेन आसा तो एक निर्मळ मनान सगळें केल्ले कडेन आसा. तातूंतल्यान म्हाका दिसता जो कौल लोकांक दिवपाक जाय 5 वर्सांचो गणीत पळोवन सगळें तो कौल लोक दितले खंयचेच वरचे फायनान्शियल जावं बाकी खंयचे लोक भूलपात करचे ना इतले तरी हांव क्लियर आसा.
The Aam Aadmi Party has declared it is ready to support any anti-BJP coalition as declared by National Convener Arvind Kejriwal. Rahul Mamre, Goa AAP convener, said on Tuesday. He said people came out and voted in big numbers and this is a vote for change. AAP will give a zero corruption government. Mamre said only AAP played the role of the real opposition.
Lot of money was blown up during elections, Rahul Mamre said. Mapsa municipal councillors were outside a booth trying to influence voters, Mamre said.
आम्ही जेन्ना आमचे दिल्लीचे मुखेलमंत्री आले नॅशनल कन्व्हेनर आम्ही क्लियर सांगिल्लें आसा आमचो सरकार आसपाव आसतलोच आमचे आमदार आसतलेच तेन्ना आमी अगेन्स्ट बीजेपी जे कोएलिशन घडटले कितें लिडरशीप आसा त्या प्रमाणे आमी कोएलिशन आसतले समजा गरज पडली जाल्यार आमकां फूल मेजॉरिटी मेळना जाल्यार आनी आमचो आसपाव सदां आसतलो हेल्थ एज्युकेशन जे रिफॉर्म्स आसता जावं ते वीज तातूंत आमचो नक्की आसपाव आसतलो आनी ते आमी रिफॉर्म करतले आमचो जो एजेंडा आसा हेल्थ एज्युकेशन ताणून ते एजेंडा आमी नेटान फुडें व्हरतले. भाजप सोडून खंयच्याय पक्षा आमी सपोर्ट करतले. काल जो गोंयकारांनी निकाल दिला कौल दिला बरे संख्येन लोक भायर सरले व्हड उमेदीन आयले हातूंत खरी जैत जी जाली ती लोकशायेची. लोकांनी जो कौल दिला तो म्हाका खात्री आसा आम आदमी पार्टीन जे गेले 1.5 वर्स काम केल्ले ताजो कौल लोक नक्की दितले ते आमकां दारके सगळ्यांनी कळटले. पण ज्या उत्सुकतेन लोक आयले फुडें ज्या उत्साहान लोक आयले फुडें ताचेर दिसून आयलें की लोक सगळे स्मरताले काल सुद्दां जेन्ना पोलिंग बुथार वताले तेन्ना गोंयांत बदल जाय गोंयांत एक परिवर्तन जाय लोक ह्या उमेदीन भायर आयिल्ले. झिरो करप्शन गोंयांत सरकार हाडपी म्हणल्यार ते आम आदमी पार्टीचेच. जर आमकां काल जो वोटींग जाला ताजो नक्कीच बरो प्रतिसाद आसतलो सिटां नक्कीच येतले आनी फुडल्या सरकार जे घडटले ते आम आदमी पार्टीचो आस्पाव आसतलो हातूंत दुबावूच ना. ही लढाई चालूच जातली अंत न्हय. अमिताभ म्हणला अशें पयशांचो धुवड जाल्लो आसा. हांव म्हापशा कंटेस्ट करतालो दोनूय बीजेपी सायड जावं काँग्रेस सायड पयशांचो धुवर केल्लो आसा तरी पूण लोक व्हड संख्येन आयले. काल सुद्दां कावन्सिलर पोलिंग स्टेशनच्या भायर आसले लोकांक इन्फ्लुएन्स करपाक. खूबदां पोलिंग ऑफिसर जे असले प्रिजायडिंग ऑफिसर ताणें सुद्दां दखल केली.
The Panjim Carnival Parade will be flagged off at 3 p.m. on 26 February from Divya Circle to Kala Academy. This will be followed by a 4-day music bonanza at the Samba Square near Garsa di Horta Garden. On the second day, a vintage car rally will pass through the city escorted by Harley-Davidson motorcycles. The carnival floats will be presented in the traditional, club and institution-sponsored family, fun, junk category and joker category.
This year, there will be basking stations where performers will dish out Konkani and English songs. Local restaurants and cafes have been roped into present traditional Goan food. Restaurant and cafe owners will decorate their restaurants and offer special menu for carnival. Besides, there will be children's carnival with games, amusements at the Samba Square. This year too, the brass band will play the Alvorada early morning and pass through streets of Panjim. A dog stall will showcase vaccinated stray dogs for adoption.
And come straight to the point. Our carnival, as you all know, is starting on the 26th of this month.
and they're starting with the traditional floats that are going to start from Deepja Circle and wind its way all the way along the traditional route up to Kala Academy. Now in Panjim Carnival, we are having it at Samba Square. Now this festival is going to be one of a unique one, because this festival is going to feature a lot of leading musicians, a lot of leading artists on all the days, all 4 days of the carnival. In the evening, we'll be having musicians and possibility, a very good possibility of some good celebrities from Bollywood. We are not finalized as the names of who it is. The moment it is confirmed, we'll let you all know. The flag of the, I forgot to mention that, the flag of the floats will be at 3 o'clock. We intend to hold it at 3 o'clock because by 4 o'clock it gets dark quite early. The categories of the floats will be the traditional category, the club and institution, the sponsored category, family category, fun, janka categories, clown and joker categories. Our intention is to promote the local food vendors. There have been a lot of local food vendors who are excellent in their products. Lesser known, people do not know them because the higher brands and these big brands have taken over. Nobody knows the actual value of these small timers. So these food vendors will be featured in a big way, and we try to encourage them, try to give as much as publicity and advertisement.
With their hopes for a playoff berth hanging by a thread, it will be a virtual do-or-die affair for Chennai FC and FC Odisha when they meet in the Crunch Indian Super League encounter at the Tilak Maidan Stadium on Wednesday.
Odisha are placed 7 in the points table, having 21 in their bag from 16 games. Chennai are a rung below them at 8th place with 19 points from 16 matches. A playoff spot in an uphill task for both teams with only 4 games remaining, but with anything short of a win on Wednesday will make this virtually impossible. Odisha were drubbed 1-4 by Mumbai City FC in their last outing, while Chennai suffered their heaviest defeat to FC Goa, which resulted in them parting ways with their head coach Bozidar Bendovic. Assistant coach Sabir Pasha will be in charge on Wednesday. Chennai are winless in the last 4 matches, failing to score a single goal in 3 of their last 4 outings. We have to be sensible at this point of time. It's a challenge and we have to mold it accordingly. That is a challenge for me as well as a coach. We need to get the best out of the players. Once we can do that, we will be a strong side, said Pasha ahead of the game. My first task will be to get the team together and get the best out of them, he added.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.